connection going out west to help connect and pave to 77. Now, failing that, after we do G, we'll come back to the county and we'll talk about an amendment to the development order that will have alternative access. Mr. Nauer has indicated he's going to have us pave to county standards for full build out to maintain the level of service as we're going forward. So there will be continuing conversations. We are, as I said, hopeful that we will have success with our discussions with Bay County. We think it's in the interest of both Washington and Bay County for those discussions to be positive. We also, because we are a development of regional impact, in addition to all of these that I have just mentioned, as a condition of starting phase 2, which is the second half of the development, we will have to have Washington County tell us how to repair a regionally beneficial road, and that will be Washington County's selection. There have been identified roads in the DOT analysis, and Washington County has the authority under the draft development order to direct which of the roadways that we would improve in addition to all the ones I've just mentioned. And those are usually something that has to do with 77 and an intersection improvement. It has to improve a regionally significant roadway, and 77 is a regionally significant roadway under the definition used by the DOT. So we have all the local roads issues that I've just mentioned, and then we have the regionally significant improvement that would be made prior to phase 2. All of these improvements are set out in the development order, and they are a condition of us going forward as the project unfolds. We are happy to answer questions about any other aspects. We have spent an enormous amount of time on the environmental issues so that the environmental agencies have given us really a clean bill of health on the wildlife corridor and the wildlife management plan and all of the extra things. And when this first came in, it was a regular mixed-use community with a school and golf course, and they told us this is not the right place for that. And so we have completely changed the development now. It's adults only, so there's no school impacts. Sort of like the Villages, if you're familiar with that, down in Central Florida, and there is no golf course. And those 50% of the property will be in preservation with conservation easements at the direction of Washington County, and whose favor you decide. Are there any questions?
Can you name for the audience, can you name what roads E, D,
Sure.
F, and G, and C are?
I sure can. I sure can. Got the list?
It's on, I think road labels are on the map.
Okay, yeah, but is this mine?
No.
Okay, no. I have a stack of papers. I can tell you exactly because we described them in our draft development order. Yes, sir. C is described as New Buckhorn Boulevard, and that's where you saw it on that project. It's the kidney-shaped, kind of colored brown thing. It goes around on the outside, New Buckhorn Boulevard, from the intersection of Scott Road, where my finger is, running northwest to the intersection of the roundabout. That's going to be a roundabout. D is Buckhorn Boulevard from the intersection of the roundabout, running northwest to Quail Hollow Boulevard, approximately 2.3 miles. D, no, that's D. E is Quail Hollow Boulevard from the end of the current pavement just northwest of the intersection with Buckhorn Boulevard, running northwest to the intersection with Orange Hill. F is Orange Hill Boulevard from the intersection with Quail Hollow Road Boulevard, north to the permanent paved section of Orange Hill Boulevard, which is green, is the part that's existing pavement. G is Hartford Boulevard from the intersection with Orange Hill Boulevard west of the intersection with Washington Boulevard.
Thank you.
Sure. Any other questions about the transportation? Thank you, we'll be happy to answer any questions as you pop up.